Welcome to Rogan and Runescape, old school Runescape's first and only modern podcast to give the players the opportunity to share their in-game and life experience with the rest of the OSRS community, where we talk about anything from Rogan all the way to Runescape and everything in between. I'm your host, FireRite666 in-game, and you can reach me at roganandrunescape@gmail.com. Shoot me an email and join the family. Guys, what the fuck is up? Yo! Salsa! Yo guys, in this episode we just talk about RuneScape for like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, pretty much the majority, honestly. I just talked to Travis about his experience with League. I've been working 2 jobs, I've been making some music, I'll talk about that in another episode, but this is pretty much all just about Travis's experience with League. So you guys tune in, you know what to do, crack open a nice ice cold can of whoop ass, baby. Woo! Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, brother? Yo, alright, so we're talking about leagues right now, and I haven't had much time to play it, but I'm so genuinely interested in how you've progressed to the point that you're at. You just shared a picture with me, and you had like, do you want to disclose how much money you had?
This league, it's all going to get wiped anyway.
Yeah, so you had like 468 mil. So this whole like episode, kind of like me starting out, is me interested in how did you get to this point of 468 mil? What was your process of starting out with leagues? What 3 areas did you unlock, and where did you move from there to get you to where you're at right now?
Okay, so basically the areas you get the starting area of Karamja, you get Mistlin. There's a ton of points to be had within those areas. Like, you can progress so far, there's so many tasks. The way I went, the easiest route seemed to be Kandarin. That seems to be the meta. Most people pick Kandarin. You get Monkey Madness 2 quests, all that stuff's completed already. You get your pod, so it's like a free teleport to the Grand Tree. You start out, you don't need law runes when you unlock your first area, whatever, Kandarin. Then I picked Asgarnia second, which has all of God War's dungeon, Faldor area, and then last I did Mauritania for the Slayer Helm, Theater of Blood, Hallowed Sepulchre, all that. It's that seems to be the route that most people are picking if you're doing melee. Now, if you're going to do ranged or something, you're probably going to want the Tier 1 Fremennik areas for the Vorkath, the backpack, the blowpipe, and stuff like that. And one thing about that is everybody says that you have to have desert if you're going to go ranged. You really don't, because the darts you drop, that's the only way to craft darts, but you get so many drop, and the relics save 95% of the darts you're going to use anyway. So it really doesn't. Yeah.
So you're saying that like, as far as like range is concerned, you don't have to be concerned about unlocking the desert because you get your bolt and arrows from your drops?
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot from drops, especially when you start doing like God War's dungeon or something. The minions just drop hundreds and hundreds of steel, which steel sounds crappy, but when you double the speed of your attacks, they're actually not. Okay. And your relics, I know you're a ranger, that's why I'm telling you this. Your relics are going to save 95% of your ammo that you use, or something crazy like that.
Wow.
So if you get a couple rune drops, and I think Vorkath, or there's some, you're going to get lots of darts.
Have you done mage at all with leagues too?
Yeah, I got 98 mage right now. I got that almost exclusively from alking and doing Kraken. So I did a ton of Kraken kills. I did like 500 for the task, and that's to get your trident and your abyssal tentacle, so you can make the good version of the whip. You know, the one that degrades over time.
Right.
And I kind of thought that would be an issue.
Is that the abyssal tentacle?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost as good as like a Blade of Salandor. It's got nearly the stats of that. It's just a little bit weaker, but it poisons, so it's pretty dope. But it only has 10,000 charges. The thing I was kind of worried about was like, oh man, I was using it all conservatively at first, and I'm like, I only got 10,000 charges. But then you get on Slayer. I did like I think 3 or 4 Slayer tasks today because of the clue update, and I did them all at Abyssal's demons so that I could get because they drop a hard clue and an elite clue with each superior you kill. And I ended up getting like 6 whip drops. So I'm like, okay, that's 60,000 charges. That's probably all I'm going to need for the rest of the league. So now
how often do you get a superior assigned to you when you do Slayer?
Well, that's where your 4th relic comes into play, because you can either pick the treasure hunter relic, which gives you clue scrolls like crazy and they stack, which up until the update really sucked, wasn't worth getting. Or you can pick the Slayer one, which you get to pick your Slayer task, and you get superior creatures spawn pretty much all the time. So I was getting like 5, 6 per task when I was killing abyssal demons. They give way more XP, and they have I think 3 times the drop table of the other ones. Like you get 3 drops instead of just like the 1 regular drop or something like that. I was watching a clip of this dude on Twitch the other day, and he killed 1 abyssal superior, and he got 2 whips out of it.
Wow.
Yeah, he got pretty damn lucky.
Hey, look, so this is a question that like I was kind of thinking, like, do you feel yourself like how are you gonna find yourself after the leagues is over?
It's gonna be. I've actually played a little bit of regular RuneScape because I'm paying for bonds right now, so I can play it on my alt and still play my regular account, AFK some shit. And the attack speed just feels, oh my god, slow, because it's basically doubled right now.
It's fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. And that's where those superiors that I was talking about really come into it, because like I was killing them in the Slayer Tower. I had the Elite Mauritania legs or whatever from the Elite Diaries. Gives you 10% more experience on top of...
what is that?
So, you do your diaries and you get pieces of armor, and...
No, I didn't know that. Elite Diaries, you get pieces of armor?
Any diary, you get pieces of armor. But
what? Even easy?
Yeah, even easy, dude. They're all really good. I mean, and they just get better the more you upgrade them.
Oh my god, I did not know that.
But it's more for the perks than the actual armor itself. The armor is kind of trash, but the perks that they come with are amazing.
Oh.
So going back to these superiors, when they spawn, I was getting 80,000 Slayer experience per superior that spawned. And because you have that everything you do when you get the relics unlocked is times 16 times the experience you would normally get.
Right. With leagues.
Right. So it's really, really quick. I was
okay. I guess what I'm interested in is like, what was your direct path? Like, I know you told me which areas are unlocked, but did you do all the quests first, or did you have like were you doing like Slayer to get you your money, or what path did you take? Like once you started questing, because I mean,
to tell you the truth, there's really not a lot of questing in it. I mean,
you didn't quest.
There's not a lot of questing in it because a lot of the quests you do are going to be region locked, so you can only pick certain regions. And a lot of the quests won't be completable, so you just can't do them.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of the quests some of the quests for the areas you pick get automatically unlocked because they're crucial for the area you're in, and you wouldn't be able to get the best stuff out of that area unless they unlocked it for you. So you really only have a handful of questing to do. Now, I only did that when it comes up when I needed it to unlock, get more points, more areas, stuff like that. Mostly, I mostly only quested when I needed to, and like, yeah, there's just not that much. So when I started off, everything's hard when you start off when you're an Iron Man. Obviously, the first thing is making money. That's probably the biggest.
So yeah, what did you do
for everybody?
Tell me how did you start out making money? Like level 1 to level 20 to level 50 to 70 to 100. what were like those 4 steps or 4 or 5 steps like as far as what did you do to make money in that aspect?
So first of all, I just went around and I killed, knocked off a few of those chicken shit easy tasks, got a few rewards, did a few diaries, but mostly I just killed stuff. Yeah, and it's very quick XP. Even when you start leagues, it's 4 to 5 times.
Did you kill stuff with Slayer, or did you just randomly kill stuff?
No, I didn't even start Slayer until way, way later, way late into the progression because it's so quick. I did it in probably 2 or 3 days. I maxed 99 Slayer, and I knew it would be easy. So the first thing I did was get decent stats. You can runecraft if you want, but you can mostly just pickpocket money until you get enough money to buy some runes from the magic shop. Buy a magic staff for like I think they're 1,500 GP, and you can go and kill enchanted tree spirits. And what they do, they drop rune axes, addy axes, myth axes, and you can mostly out those until you get a starting amount of GP. From there, I went to fletching, and it just goes so fast. And I had that endless harvester, so every log I cut, I got 2 of, and they all were auto banked, so I never had to go bank. And then I just, I pulled up to the bank, and in one go, I just because I had the axes already from the enchanted tree spirit, so I was cutting fast as hell. I fletched up to I think yew longbows, okay. And from there, those out for like 800 GP each. And so the second thing I did was I started rune crafting. And what you can do...
Really? The most boring thing? You started that?
Yeah, that was one of the first things I did because
Did you do that? Did you do that because you knew that there was a bonus with leagues? Like you knew that you could do it quicker? Is that the reason why you did rune crafting?
I did rune crafting for the nature runes, for the runes for the casts, so you can do the tree spirits. And then also for that, you push to high alch. That's what you want to be at. So you want 55, so you can high alch. And then you go to the Arania altar. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, that's like your main reason for unlocking Kandarin. So you go to the Arania altar, and you bring the second relic is last recall. You know what that does, right?
That's the crystal that takes you to where you last were, right?
Right. So, 2 things you get from Kandarin are the seed pod, which is a free teleport to the Grand Tree, where there's right there, and your last recalls, which takes you right to the last place. What you to the where you mine the rune essence, and since you don't have to bank and you get double rune essence, you can literally just sit there. Like I had to drive around. I had to drive around for like an hour. So what I did was I had my phone in the seat next to me. I just like barely rubbed my finger over it like every 5 minutes or so I didn't log out. I sat there and kept mining rune essence until I had like, I don't know, 10K or whatever. Yeah. And so then what you do is you load up an inventory, you run to the Arania altar, which it's a run. It's a long way, and it's a real pain in the ass in the main game. But you get there, you craft your runes, and what it does is it gives you a mixed amount of all the different kinds of runes, no matter your rune crafting level. And they get slightly better the higher rune crafting level you have. So after you craft those runes, you hit your seed pod, takes you to the Grand Tree, you run up 1 floor to the bank, you take your essence out of the bank, and you hit last recall, and you're right back there at the altar. So I probably got 70 rune crafting in about an hour and a half. And I had a shitload of probably 1,000 of every rune. And that's the main way you start out. And then I took all those runes and I high alched all the longbows, the yew longbows that I made. And that's how I made probably my first 500,000 gold. And from there you can buy all the rune armor, the dragon scimitar. You can buy your mage gear, full mage gear from the Yanil Magic Shop, the Wizards Guild. Once you hit 66 magic, yeah.
So what type of mage gear did you get when you went there to
Pretty much the best you can get until you start doing barrows. It's just
what is mystic. That? Full. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Yeah. But can't you get mystic from like the G? Well, I mean, obviously not as the leagues too, but like in game, regular game, can't you get Mystic just from GE?
Right. You could buy it and it'd be
But
really
not
easy.
on leagues.
Yeah, you actually have to.
Okay.
Now, if you buy it from the GE, it's going to be out price. So it's probably for the top, it's going to be $70K or something like that. And if you buy it in leagues, you have to buy it from the shop, so it's probably going to be like $150K or $120K. It's much more expensive, but that's where the longbows come in. I had all the money I needed early game. It wasn't that wasn't a struggle at all. And from there, you have your stats and you're high enough. If you've unlocked Mauritania, you can go straight Barrows, and it's going to give you all the runes you want plus some killer armor because you have the '3 drop rate. So the Barrows items are much more common. I was opening.
Did you do Barrows a lot during leagues? 'Cause I heard people talking about Barrows being the way to go.
I did about 60 chests until I had 2 pieces of a rim, and then I completed the Darok set. But I only did that for the Mauritania Elite Diary because you have to have a full set of any one piece of Barrows armor. I got like Guthan legs and a Guthan headpiece, and from there I decided I was done.
Okay.
Yeah, that was enough for me.
How long did that take you to get the Guthans?
Not long at all, because I was opening some chests and I was getting 2 items per chest.
Dude, so you think that's purely from the leagues, like
Right.
Okay. Because I've done Barrows. I haven't gotten anything like substantial. But I mean, granted, I've only probably done it maybe 20 times.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can go so dry when you do it in the regular game, but here, like the most I went dry, I think was 10 chests. And then some chests I get back to back items. Some chests I got 2 items in one chest. It's pretty crazy.
Yo, random question. Do you work with any ladies where you work at?
Actually, I got shit canned last week, so I don't have a job anymore.
Well, in that case, I mean, wouldn't you qualify for unemployment?
Yeah, I'm looking into that right now. I don't know if I'm actually gonna take unemployment. I may just withdraw from my retirement.
I would if I were you, because I mean, like, if you didn't quit, then that means that federally you should get unemployment, right?
Right. Probably. I don't know. I really haven't looked into it.
I'm not trying to dig deep into that. I was just curious as far as the ladies go. I was just wondering,
actually, I worked with.
Have you ever worked with
mostly chicks?
Word, man. Like, has there ever, like, you're pretty close, like, you're close to my age. Like, we're right around the same age. Have you worked, like, it's mainly older chicks that you work with, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like, okay, has there been a couple there like you would bang, like, okay, this lady has like 2 kids, but like I totally bang.
I did bang them. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, the truth comes out. You heard it here first, guys. Yeah,
desperate times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I was just curious, man, because I don't know. That's one of, like, working in construction, you don't work with any guys, but like since I've been working a second job, or you don't work with any ladies, I should say, but like since I've been working a second job, like you're working with more ladies, like in the restaurant industry, and it's just like, oh my god, I love it. I'm like, sorry I've been missing out on it, but
yeah, it's like my first job that I worked at for like a couple years. It was a warehouse job, and it was only dudes. It was dirty jokes, spitting stuff on the floor, that kind of environment.
Exactly.
You hit your hand, you just with a hammer or something, you just yell "fuck," but, and then straight to if I said a cuss word, like everybody would just turn around and be like, oh.
So weird, dude.
Yeah, it's very, very big change. But I worked there for 13 years, so I got used to it, man. It was a very weird place.
So where do you find yourself after all this ends? So league started, today's November, so what did it start, in October 1st? Or no, it wasn't the first, it wasn't the
28th,
first
I want to say. I can't remember.
Didn't league start like it wasn't the first week of the month, it was like 2 weeks after the month.
I think it was the 28th of October it started, I want to say.
Okay, that would make sense. I just remember it not being at the very beginning of the month. I knew it was like slightly off, but like, where do you find yourself, like, when this is all said and done, dude? Once you've gotten your like unlimited run,
you've gotten your double XP, double attack speed. Like, where do you find yourself, like, knowing what you know now, like, going the places that you have been now with your league account? Where do you find yourself directing your attention and energy on your main?
Well, the whole path I chose was to learn some of the harder aspects of the game, particularly Theater of Blood. That's
okay.
In the next probably week to 2 weeks, I'm going to be finished getting all my gear. I'm going to have most of my tasks complete. I don't plan on maxing. That's too tedious for me, and I don't have that. I really don't have that kind of time.
Yeah,
but
you work.
I'm going. Well, I used to, but I do plan on.
Well, you have a kid, you have a kid, like, you know. I mean,
right,
you have an adult life, is what I mean.
Right.
Which is busy as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like, jealousy is the thief of joy, or what is it called when you envy someone? It's the thief of joy. No, comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. So, like, if I was to, like, sit here and, like, God damn it, 25 buttholes. Which, by the way, shout out to Ian, Smoke Blunt. Didn't Smoke Blunt and Cretan meet 25 buttholes?
They did. They met him in game. That's pretty freaking awesome. And they met him doing the Goblin quest, because he calls everybody Goblin Boy, and they had Xanac following him. So
yeah,
I don't think they could have met him in a cooler way.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Smack Nuts or if it was like Ian and Creighton, but I knew like Creighton and then like either.
I want to say it was Smack Nuts.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go back on the general chat
because Smoke Blunt's not playing League.
Which by the way, guys, real quick, I found out that like you can only change the Discord customized URL if you have like 500 members in the channel. So like I can't make it some simple URL of like Discord blah blah blah, but I can use like a third party alternative of like discord.io/whatever I want. So I am going to look into that soon. But anyways, yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy that they ran into 25 buttholes, because like I've seen him on YouTube and stuff like that, and like,
God, he's so funny, dude. He's hands down my favorite content creator. I don't know if he won or not, but he was actually nominated for a Golden Gnome this year.
Okay, so I wanted to have you on this episode because like I love you for one, but two, like you've been grinding on this shit, man, and I ain't had time to been grinding on leagues, because like my whole perspective on leagues is like, if I'm gonna grind when I'm working 2 jobs, I'm gonna grind on like my main. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not that's not in some sort of arrogant sense of like I'm just trying to like, I don't know, act some sort of, no, it's just I don't have time to do the leagues, but it's like I want to, but it's like at the same time the reason why we're here is because I'm so interested in your progression. Like, really, that is the truth. It's like I'm so interested in like, how did you get to like the third relic, 4th relic? Like, how did you get to like where you're at right now? And I mean, you gave us a pretty good rundown on like your money aspect.
The best advice I can give is, pick the easiest things on the list, make a list of them, and just pick them off one by one until you more points. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, and
about your question earlier, like, what is my ultimate goal for League? Is to learn Theater of Blood. Like, while I was maxing fishing or cooking or woodcutting, AFK shit, I've been watching Theater of Blood videos, getting ready to go in there so I can learn Theater of Blood. Well, it's hella easy, and then when it's over, I can go back into the main game and run with Smoke Blunt. He's been telling me to learn Theater of Blood, learn TOB, and I'm like, no, you're just gonna yell at me the whole time.
Yeah, dude, smoke can be abrasive as fuck. Look, Smoke Blunt, I love you, bro.
No, he's one of my best friends in RuneScape, but he knows he knows how he is.
He's like the daddy father. Like, if you fuck up, he's gonna chastise you.
He just knows his shit.
He
just knows his shit, and he can play his account and watch every mistake you're making at the same time.
Oh my god, dude. I love RuneScape, man. I really do. I love it, man. I wish I had more time, bro. Like, I wish I did not have to work, because like I'm on it right now. I'm over here in Alcrid. I don't want to hear y'all motherfuckers saying I don't play. Because you know what? I'm over here in Alcrid right now. I'm getting ready for my fucking Slayer task. It's like 138 fucking Dust Devils. And I'm at 75 Slayer right now. 75 Slayer, 90 range. And I'm fucking grinding, bro. I'm trying to grind.
Hell yeah, dude. Not bad. Not bad.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like, I'm trying, okay? Like, it's slow, but, like, I have multiple accounts. That's the other thing. How many accounts do you have?
Just my main one. I also have an alt account that I use for. Sometimes I use it for merching. Sometimes I don't keep it paid up. Sometimes I just bond it.
What's his name?
It's the one I'm playing on right now. It's Fantaslay instead of Fantasy.
Like Fanta is in the soda?
Instead of Fantasy, Fantaslay. I don't know.
I like it.
It was all I had. It was all
I like it.
But, yeah, I just like if I know I'm going to be doing like fishing or some boring ass bullshit for a week, I'll go ahead and bond up this account so I can play on it while I'm fishing on my main. You know, because like if I was just fishing on my main, it's not enough to hold my interest, and I'll be bored in 15 minutes and just go do something else. But if I can play on this other account and actually do something fun, then yeah, I'll actually be able to skill and stuff on my main.
Yo, by the way, shoutouts to OSRS Weekly or Social Justice Weekly. I mean, social. I mean,
no, dude, that's regular RuneScape Weekly. That's RS3. That's who that is.
No, they're good dudes, man. Look, if you guys want a serious RuneScape, like if you guys want to know facts about RuneScape, you want to know news about RuneScape, go there. For real. OSRS Weekly.
OSRS Weekly. Not to be confused with RuneScape Weekly, which is dog
Is that another one?
That's the RuneScape 3 podcast.
Oh my god.
And they are dog shit. Oh my
god. Like Joe, Nick, and Carl are pretty chill. I don't like the fact that trying to think of his name. I can't remember which one right now, but like I tried to hit him up. I'm like, dog, you work 20 minutes away from where I live. Like I'm from Virginia, you are from Virginia, and like the other co-host is from North Carolina. Like, let's link, bro. I don't like how that, like, you know, there ain't, I don't know, from like I'm a social butterfly, bro. I'm a social butterfly. So like I'm gonna leave it at that. And it's just like I'm down. Like, okay, so Joe Rogan, I had this like thing I saved on my phone recently where Joe Rogan was talking about how like there's like he shares things that he likes. He's into interesting shit, and he shares interesting shit because like he's into interesting shit. But he doesn't feel like if he shares interesting shit, it's gonna affect like the amount of attention he gets.
3 hours later of me saying like.
He was calling it like famine mentality, where like you don't share other people's shit because you're worried about like your attention getting taken away from yourself.
Gotcha.
So
maybe
like
maybe they're just scared to meet up with random people off the internet, dude.
You're right. You're right.
It's a different thing. Like you might come here to hear about RuneScape, but you also people that come here also know they're going to come here for a good time, like about laughs, like comedy. And also one thing we offer is the community. We offer the entire RuneScape community to give their output on like how they feel, which is like, you know, I don't, you know, it's not.
Hell
like,
yeah, dude. I'm waiting for people to come into the Discord and talk, man.
It's gonna be happening, bro. It's gonna be happening. Like I just got to get a chance to where like I'm not working as much, and like I'm gonna start editing shit. Like I said, I just found out that like in order to have a custom URL for Discord, you have to have like 500 members, which is fucking insane. But doesn't mean you can't do discord.io and all that shit. But no, I mean I give it to them because I know that they're also in like school and shit like that. So that's like that's pretty cool. But like, don't be stingy, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like if you like, this is not an out of touch community. Come to the Discord, hang out. We will bullshit with you gladly.
Yes, no, not only that, but you're welcome to speak your mind. That's one thing I like, not hating, but I'm just saying I don't see on any other RS podcast is people that play RuneScape come here, tell me what your experience is like, tell me about your life. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just me and one other person. It's not just me. It's not my podcast. It's not just me and taxing, or not just me and, you, No Effects 87 or whatever. Is that correct? No Effects 87?
This week, yeah, I haven't changed my name yet.
All right, cool. I nailed it. All right, but yeah, no, it's all about like people coming on and like just talking about like their experience, because RuneScape. Let's be honest, guys. It's not all about. RuneScape is not your whole life. RuneScape is a secondary part of your life. Like, if anything, your primary part of your life is your experience as a human. So, I don't know. If anyone's listening, like, I would love to have you on, for real. Just email me at
Rogan and RuneScape at
I like it because it
gmail.com.
doesn't follow.
But I'd love to talk to you. But Travis, so like I'm right here and I'm talking to this like dude dressed like I'm talking to this dude that's dressed like kind of like almost like a fish fan. And guess what his name is? I'll give you one guess.
Allie.
Shanty.
I was
Shanty
close.
pass.
I had a good chance because 50% of the people in desert are named Allie.
Oh, okay. So so you guessed in the right area though.
Right. Well, you said your Slayer task was there. I had a hint.
I got you. Hell yeah. So that's what I'm about to do. And when I logged into RuneScape, like recently, I thought that my task was Lizardman, and it should have been, but like when I logged in, it said Dustman or Dust Devil. So I think what that means is I canceled my fucking Lizardman Shaman, which I'm very, very disappointed in myself.
Question. Who's your Slayer master?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Ah, yes, he's a good one.
So what I gotta slay next?
You have to contact NPC from the dead for that one.
Huh? Oh God, Master, what I gotta slay next? Oh jeez, Mr. Slime. No, but for real,
I was gonna say, you did Desert Treasure, right?
Yes, sir. I was so proud of it.
Burst them, dude. Burst those Dust Devils. It's killer mage XP.
What? Wait, what?
You know how to burst? So you get your Ice Burst spell.
Ice Barrage or?
You might not be high enough for Ice Barrage, but
all right. Okay, so I'm 76. What can I do?
Burst is cheat. Let me. I can't check it because I'm on League. I don't have.
All right.
Ancients.
Well,
check your.
I'm looking right now.
I'll just Google it real quick.
Now, I'm looking at Ancients right now, and it says that 70. Okay, so I can Ice Burst.
Yeah, perfect. So you get a darts. You make like just buy 5K darts off the GE or whatever. You just
darts,
hit them all.
What type of darts?
Any kind, steel, bronze, whatever, doesn't matter. All you're going to do is get their attention, and you get them all to come to you, and you cast your Ice Burst spell, and it's AOE, so it just hits them all. So each tick you're getting like 500, 600, 700 mage XP per cast. And you get your task done quick as hell.
Wait. All right, okay, so you have bolts or darts, which are range, right? And how does that go to mage?
You just put all your mage gear on. You put your darts on. You hit like 10 of them with a dart. You do this in the Catacomb Rims because it's multi-combat. Right? You get them all to run to you. You pray protect from melee so none of them can hit you. You round them all up, get them to come to you, switch to your ancient staff or whatever staff you have, and just sit there and cast Ice Barrage on all of them while they're all in the ball around you. And
so you start out with the dart, and then you switch to your ancient staff?
Yeah. And then you just have Ice Barrage on auto cast. And just bam, 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 bam. You just
Why do you have to start out with the dart?
That's to round them all up easy, because it takes a long time to cast your spell, your Ice Barrage, compared to a dart.
Okay.
Have you ever thrown a dart? It's like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, it's quick.
So quick. So you just throw a dart at each one of them. It does like chicken shit or no damage. They all come to you. And then you get to a point where you're so good that you can just run back and forth in the same two tiles in like an L shape, and they'll all stack up into exactly one square. So you have like 8 monsters in one tile, and you can sit there and just cast Ice Barrage. Bam, bam, bam. That's how 90% of the people train Slayer and Mage at the same time.
Damn, bro. Bet you didn't know that, Nick. From
Actually,
I'm sure he did. No, in all honesty, I'm sure he did. Damn, son. Okay. That ain't bad. Oh, look, Jesus Christ. I'm over here at the fucking desert and I have to. Okay. Thank God I brought a rope. Okay. Thank God I brought a rope to go into this Dust Devil's fucking maze.
Oh, the smoke dungeon.
I guess. I don't even. I think it appearing to me, it looks like I'm in the wrong area. It looks like there's fucking. What do they call it? Fucking cow fights all over the place.
You're definitely in the wrong area, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Where? Jesus. Where's this?
Should be somewhere down there, east around west of Polinovich. Should be like
yes. Okay.
a well or a crack or
I
something.
see
I don't use the smoke dungeon. I can't remember.
I know what I did. I got too eager and I just went right to the fucking.
You went in the first hole you saw, dude.
Yeah, I went to the first fucking.
The first hole that would let you in.
Yep. That's pretty accurate. I went to fucking Al-Created with the dueling ring, and I went right on down south, right to the pussy. And as soon as I got to that little dark area, right in Al-Created, that little dark camel toe, I went left, bro. And you know what that is? That's not at all what I was looking for. That was totally cow fight. But you know what, guys? That's the beauty of Rogan and RuneScape, is that me, FireRight666, is completely a noob. So. But you also got people that are elite, like Travis here. So Paul
that's juice. That's smoke blunt,
dude. Smoke is serious about the skate, bro. Do not fuck up around Smoke.
He's got a T-bow. Don't forget it.
What was that? Do you ever watch SpongeBob?
Oh yeah.
What was that thing when he was taking his driver's test? He's like, around the block and don't forget it.
Oh yeah.
He's like something like that. I don't know. But yeah. So what are you doing right now in game? I'm sure you're in game. What are you doing?
Sins of the Father. It's the last quest that I have to do. I'm kind of just chilling out on it right now. I'm waiting for one of the boss fights. There's like a couple of them. They're pretty easy, but I don't want to fuck it up and yell God damn it into the mic or something.
Okay. I haven't even done that on my main.
I'm not trying to oh, you haven't? It's okay.
Oh, thanks.
So it's the one after Taste of Hope. Taste of Hope unlocks Theater of Blood, and then Sins of the Father gets you into actual Darkmire, where you can kill the Firewatch, where you can get the Blood Fury amulet, where you can do it also unlocks the Hallowed Sepulchre or whatever, that ridiculously hard agility course, where you can get the Ring of Endurance.
Dude, if I was an ORS chick, I'd be super fucking wet for you right now. Just saying.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
if you were an RS chick, you'd be streaming on Twitch, making thought money, dude.
No, but your knowledge right now of OSRS is if I could get boners, then it would be getting me one.
Yeah.
He said if I could.
Where the money's at, chicks that play RuneScape don't have to work because they can just stream on Twitch and make money, dude.
Dude, they're so hot.
As long as they're reasonably attractive.
Look, I've said this before, man, but I've literally beaten off, shown my dick allegedly, while a RuneScape girl showed her pussy on FaceTime, and we were beating off together. While I'm not even bullshitting you, while my boy was fucking another girl in his bed, and we're all in a studio apartment, so we're all in the same room. And he's in the bed fucking some girl, and I'm on my phone on the couch talking to a RuneScape girl that I met in Cowfields. I swear.
What's his name? What's your RuneScape girlfriend's? What's his name?
Well, no, my boy's name that was fucking the other girl. He was actually on one of these episodes in the past. If you guys go back into the later episodes, you may find it.
Every
I'll just say Jay.
I'll just say Jay playing the game is actually a guy, right?
No, dude, I'm telling you, this girl, I don't want to say her name, but she's from New Zealand, and she's fucking very hot, And then the other girl that I met from RuneScape is from Florida, and she has a boyfriend. And then like the third girl that I met from RuneScape is from Canada, and she's like probably 19 or 20 and has a child. But like, no, for real, dude. Like, I don't know, man. It's wild. Like I said, 1 out of 3 RuneScape girls I met, I fucking saw their tits and pussy, allegedly.
Pussy.
So 1 out of 3, guys. You gotta think about that. That's pretty fucking good.
That's the
That's
that's
pretty-
like the 25 butthole sign off. And don't forget, your RuneScape girlfriend is actually a 46-year-old man.
I swear to God, like you guys might be talking to some men, but in all reality, there was a girl, and she was cute from New Zealand, and I did see her pussy and her tits, while my buddy was fucking another girl. And allegedly, just to add to the story, I don't know for all the 25 listeners or 200 listeners or whatever weekly, but like for all the listeners, it might have also involved like ketamine and MDMA.
Listener, no.
Like a quarter of ketamine and a quarter of MDMA.
What's ketamine like?
Well, allegedly, if I were to know what it was like, it would be like a Okay, so like basically, it's labeled as a dissociative. And what is in the label of a dissociative, you ask? Well, DXM, which is dextromethorphan, which is in Robitussin, and nitrous oxide. So a and PCP, actually. So
Jesus Christ.
no, that's the classification of a dissociative is nitrous, PCP, and ketamine are your dissociatives. And ketamine is honestly, if I were to allegedly take a guess at what it was like, it would be like in a low amount. If you just sniffed like a line of it, like a small line of it, you'd feel like you just done coke and Molly and acid at the same time, and alcohol. The reason I say that is because the Molly, your body feels fucking great, like almost as if like an opiate feel. And then like also you're having visions, like distortions. And when I say by visions, I mean like waves, but it gets more intense than that when you do more than just one line. Like it can, like the whole classification of a dissociative, if you do more than just like a couple lines, then you're into the realm of a dissociative, in which case you're literally in your mind is creating a play that's different of which the reality is.